Welcome, Markus.
Thank you, Ilona.
What is your main point in your seminars and trainings?
There are two main points in my seminars. Number one is that leaders become more aware about themselves, that they learn what are my strong areas and where are my weak points. What are the areas that I can still develop to be an even better leader? That's the first part. Second part is how to lead good conversations with their employees, because leadership is happening in communication, in dialogues with their people, and not within an email. So how to do this in a professional way that afterwards people go off and create results.
So your inspiration was also your experience as a manager. As I recall, you have been 8 years manager in an international company. And this is how we as customers profit also in your seminars, right?
Right. I mean, everybody knows that who has been a leader for several years, that you do mistakes, many mistakes, of course, and you learn from them. And of course, you also do good things, have good experience. And both are, of course, part of my trainings. In addition, all the people that were in my seminars in the last 10 years, I learned from them, of course, what they can do well and also mistakes they made in their career.
So what would you say was in your past career as a manager? What was an experience of the biggest mistakes you saw or you experienced yourself?
Biggest mistakes, that I'm not going to point out one story, but generally mistakes people make, that they are too nice. That many people they want harmony, they want a good understanding in the team, which is a good aspect, I agree. However, it's not the best aspect. It's all about results nowadays, whatever we do. And so it's important regularly when things are not going well, when mistakes are happening, or for whatever reasons people don't perform the way they should perform, how to get them up again. And for this, you cannot be nice. You need to talk about these things, which is sometimes also painful for the leader, sometimes for the manager and for the employee. And you need to directly talk about these aspects, because if you don't talk about them, things don't get better.
But you use the word to lift the employees up. So that's an interesting combination. Did I understand that right? So it's not only to point out a mistake, it's also in addition at the same time to lift up, right?
Right. Because it's nowadays customers, they want more every year. Competition is hard, and if we want to deliver, if we want to grow our business, maintain or at least maintain or even grow, we need to be better every year. And if I, as a manager, don't support my people and don't point out what are the areas where they can still grow, I will not perform better next year. So I as a leader, I need to be always aware of where can we grow, not only sales-wise, but competency-wise, person per person. If I do that, I lay the foundation to growth, also business-wise.
So it's also on one hand side like personal growing and to get real success and results.
Right. I won't have better results just like that. Something needs to change if I want to have different results. So what needs to be changed in the behavior of the employees and the behavior of the leader, of the manager, in order to create these better results? And that's what it's all about in my trainings.
So in your past career as an executive and also as an employee, you said that you had 12 managers, but only 3 of them have been excellent.
Right.
Why is that?
These 3 were especially good, and by the way, I'm still in contact with them. So number 1, they are doing a good job on the relationship level, that they're building a relationship that lasts. And why is that? Because they were interested in me. They saw me as an employee on one hand who of course had areas to develop, and they told me directly, Markus, this is not working well, you need to work on this. Very directly, not beat around the bush, but directly in the face. And that's important because I need to know what I'm doing well and where I can still develop. I need to know this as an employee. And these 3 did this, and they also saw where do I have potential, where can I still grow. And they also talked with me on these areas. And that's how I could regularly develop and become better and more professional in my own work as an employee, but also as a leader.
You got for one of your books a prize in Germany. it's called, how should I say, the best training book in 2013. And I try to translate, the name of the book is like how managers can let go or something like that. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
And letting go as a manager, what does it mean? What do you try to explain us?
Yeah, well, nowadays we have so much to do. We have so much on our list. And the question is, where are our key areas? Where do we really create value as leaders, as managers for our team and for our company? And what are all the things we need to do, or we apparently have to do, but maybe we don't have to put that much energy into these aspects. And they need to be parked, as I say, or even not done at all. And focus on the areas where I really create value. And if I do this, I can also create best results for my team and for the company.
Another book you have written is called The Boss Who Wasn't Liked: Why Executives Are Not Nice. And this is part also of our online seminar here in OnLive classes. So what is this about?
It's all about the topic that leaders like to be liked. They like harmony. I like harmony as well, but not as a purpose in itself, but as a result of good results. I like that we have a good atmosphere, good working atmosphere, because we are reaching good results, not the other way around. And common mistakes that leaders do is that they're too nice. They don't talk about the things that are not going well. They don't talk about all the mistakes. They don't take time to develop their employees. They don't take time to look into potential that employees have, to make them bigger, to make them grow. And if we want to reach better results next year, we need to do this. We can't just have the same employees work harder or more. That's not what it's all about, but work more smarter, in a more intelligent way. And use the potential that we have, use the creativity that the employees have.
And in your trainings and seminars, this is exactly what I reach when I work with you? Right.
The trainings I give are, I'm not a fan of big theory and scientific approaches. I'm a fan of what works in practice. So what I discuss with participants is what is the challenge and how can we solve it. And for this, I give very detailed formula or recipes, if you want to say, how to do this, how to solve challenges, and how to step by step talk with the employees, so the employees gets the idea of what needs to be done next.
So, and now you put all your knowledge and what you teach in this 6-week online seminar.
Right.
And how does it work in an online seminar? Can I really achieve what you teach in an online seminar like that?
Yeah. So what the leaders learn, they learn in short sessions, they learn the essence of what makes a good leader. And in which situations can they behave in a certain way that makes them successful. And they will also give some negative examples, so people learn what they should not do. And after each session, there's a little task for everybody who joins the seminar, so they can put it directly into practice. The seminar is all about practice, about taking things into conversations with their employees, for example, which then makes better results than before.
So every day I have like you said, a task and some examples on which I can work. Is that right?
Right, every day.
And what is at the end? What do I achieve after 6 weeks? What is the result?
It's a slow building up of competencies, step by step. Because knowing it all doesn't help me. I need to put certain things into practice. And that's why these little tasks are there. That's why you need to know how to practically apply what we're talking about in the online training. And that's what they learn step by step in the 6-week course.
And you are in a dialogue with me all those 6 weeks, right?
Sure, I mean, as good as I can be in a dialogue with you, of course, in an online training.
Yeah.
But I talk to you as if you were in my training, and with all the examples and the steps, the success steps, you learn how to do that you can apply right afterwards.
Thank you, Markus.
You're welcome.